Okay, I just spent like almost an hour trying to fix my stand and my microphone and my backdrop and my iPad, and nothing was working. And now I'm like totally exhausted. So I hope you don't mind, but I just really want to make this video, so you're gonna have me here laying down and talking to you. Yeah, so that's what happens when you push yourself way too hard when you have a chronic illness. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, then you should check out my other videos, and you'll know what I have. I have an illness called APS type 1. Anyways, it's been a while since I've been on YouTube, and in short, all I'm gonna say right now is that it's been a roller coaster of like really amazing things happening at the top, and then really crappy things happening at the bottom. And it's just been going up and down for a really long time. And I really want to make more videos about it and catch up with you, telling you some of my really amazing experiences and also some of the not so amazing experiences. But I know that I promised in previous videos that I was going to talk about my eyesight, and so I kind of specifically am choosing to talk about this in this video, in this state. I'm sorry, I really want to make this video. So anyways, I specifically want to talk about this right now because it's something that has really been in my focus, especially the past few months, and I'll get into that in a minute. But I just want to tell like when it started, what I can and can't see, and just how it is now and my thoughts on it. So we discovered, well, I can't say exactly when I started, like when my eyesight started deteriorating, but we discovered it when I was about 4 years old. And if you've seen any of my other videos, then you might know that I also first got sick when I was 4 years old. And so it was a very stressful time for my parents, and it was definitely very challenging. And so it was hard, but there was some signs, because in the nursery, I was about 4, so I was in the nursery, and some of the adults were noticing that I was like pushing other kids to like see books and stuff really close up, which was really not typical of me, because I was like this good kid that was always nice to everybody. So they suspected that something was wrong with my eyesight, so we went and got it checked, and then we figured out that my retina was not the way it should be. And ever since that time, we kind of had a checkup with my eyes every year, and we could see deterioration pretty much every second year. And okay, I'm not going to go into much detail in this video, I think, but if you want me to make a more in-depth video about it, you should just let me know. But like going to school and all of this was definitely difficult, like considering I was also being, like I was losing my hair at the same time, and like I suddenly had less energy, and like I was really anxious as a kid. And so it was pretty challenging to be at school, and I was quite isolated, I would say, like always having an assistant with me, and just kind of separated from the rest of the class because I had to do things differently, and also just hiding, like literally being hidden behind all of my screens and cameras and all of my equipment that was supposed to help me like see the blackboard and everything. So yeah, fast forward to now, or like the past 2 months. months, this year, I guess, I have definitely seen a lot of like changes towards the worst in my eyesight, and that is why like it's on my mind a lot and it's scary. So I guess I should like explain a little bit about what I can and can't see. So basically, my left eye is worse than my right eye. Although right now I kind of feel like they're more like similar to each other in the sense like my right eye has deteriorated so much that it's kind of, they seem quite similar to me right now. And I have no central vision. Basically, the only thing I can perceive in the middle of my eye is light and shadow. So if something is right in front of me, I cannot see it at all. And there's a spot on the like bottom corner of my eye, I guess you would say, where it's kind of like my best, sorta. My best is not really that great, but what I basically can see is colors and shapes, so I cannot see any details or anything like that. And I'm very nearsighted, and also I have no depth perception. So like if somebody was holding out a cup of water in front of me, I would not know how far it is in relation to me. Just by looking at it, I would have to touch it to know. So yeah, that's like the best I can explain. When it comes to like the actual diagnosis, I literally cannot tell you guys because they haven't given me a name. So we're just gonna skip that. Now, when it comes to like my thoughts about it, because like I said, like it's really been occupying a lot of my head right now, especially because I've seen so many different changes just in the small things, like not being able to see certain things that I was able to see a few months ago. It kind of sucks. It really does suck. And I really feel scared about it, and I have a lot of fears surrounding it. And I think like the biggest thing is just the fact that like just the thought of having to be even more dependent on other people than I already am. Like right now I have wonderful personal assistants, and they're amazing. Like they're my eyes, they're my hand and my energy, everything. And they do all the practical things that I wouldn't be able to do on my own, but it just really scares me because I know that this is something I personally should work with, but like I do like things a certain way, and I do like to have control over certain things. I'm the kind of person like I'll do my makeup and I can't necessarily see if I've done everything perfectly, so I'll ask someone who can see if it's good, right? And then they'll be like, "Yeah, you look great," and I'll be like, "Yeah, no, I'm gonna take a selfie and like zoom in and like check it myself." So yeah, that's something I need to work with myself. I know that. So, but it also kind of scares me. And also, especially in relation to like my diabetes, like it scares me to think about that might not be able to see how much my sugar is or put in my own units like I can do right now. And like one of the biggest things, which I don't know if I've talked much about it before, but I love drawing, and art is like a huge part of me. And not like I definitely noticed that it's getting harder and harder, and that really is crappy in itself. So yeah, that's a big thing. I know that this sounds really, really negative right now, but that's just where I'm at. But I know that I'm going to be okay because I have a beautiful family and parents that I couldn't ask for better parents. They're very supportive and they're always there for me, and we're going through this together. But yeah, it's not easy, and I just wanted to like kind of be honest about I feel about it right now, because I think for me to eventually be okay, I need to just go through this process of like, it's a kind of a grieving process, because it is a loss. Like, it is a loss. Like, losing my hand is kind of the same thing. Like, I had to go through a grieving process, and it's kind of the same thing with my eyes. So, yeah, and every time I kind of discover that, oh, I can't do something that I was able to do just a while ago, it's a whole new round of grief. And I think I just need to let myself feel that instead of just pushing it away, because I don't think I'll ever feel better if I just don't feel it. So yeah, that's just where I'm at right now. But definitely the thing that is keeping me going right now is definitely music, singing, because I literally don't need anything else but my breath and my voice, and that's just magical and beautiful, and I treasure it. So yeah, it's not all darkness, but yeah, it's hard. Anyways, I'm going to leave it at that for now, and you can ask me more questions and let me know what more you want me to talk about. And I'm sending out all of my love to you, and please support me by commenting and liking and subscribing to my channel if you want to see more of me. And yeah, you'll see me in my next video. Bye.